Good morning, everyone, and a very warm welcome to Jack Stockin's beginner class. I hope you're all enjoying your lessons. I think we're up to number 6 now, which seems to have gone really quickly. Anyhow, we'll have another really good lesson today. And anyone who would like to have been here but can't be here, you're welcome to watch on replay. So please do that. So if you have any tech issues, just try using your welcome email. You can log out and log back in with that. It's pretty good. Or you can just use the click here for support, just above that little box where I am at the moment. We just try to use the chat box for you to communicate with Jack and get some answers along the way. So without further ado, I will organise the recording, and as soon as that's up and running, we'll welcome Jack to the class. I seem to see a couple of familiar names, which is good, and I hope we've got some new people again, which would be excellent. So we're all on record, and we'll just see if Jack can come down now to the class. So it's going to be a very interesting class today. Hi, Jack. How are you?
Hiya. Yeah, I'm good, thank you. I've just been teaching the improvers for an hour, so just having the swing of things.
This is going to be a really interesting class.
I always say this,
step forward.
Yeah, I always say this is a pivotal lesson for the beginners because it really, really gives them an idea of what we're trying to achieve in bridge and how to get there to the finish line.
It gives them real meaning as to the game and the challenge of the game too.
Yeah, it still doesn't mean that it's all going to make sense, I mean, there'll be quite a few of you out there still thinking, this is a really hard game, bridge. Is it just me or should I give up? But no, keep going, because literally, it does take about 3 to 6 months, really, to become a competent bridge player. Wouldn't you agree, Franny?
Absolutely. I mean, this is only lesson 6, is it?
Oh, it's only lesson 6. It's very early days.
I think they're catching on really well.
Now, I'm impressed how they've done so far. And what's going to make a big difference, I think, for the beginners is when they start to play with fellow beginners online on BBO. And that'll be really good fun for them. And as we know, our great friend Shauna has set up several WhatsApp groups, which work wonderfully, don't they?
They are really good. So when will that start? Not just yet.
I'm not quite sure. Not too soon. Like 2 weeks, maybe 2 or 3 weeks. Yeah, quite soon now.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll leave you to get going and catch up with you later.
I'll see you on the other side. Thanks, Franny. Yeah.
No problem. Bye.
Thank you, Franny. Oh, Madeline's just got a question. Jack, why do you recommend not bidding again after you've owned one no trump? Well, it is a good question, Madeline. Basically, because one no trump is one of the very few bits in bridge that says to your partner exactly what you've got. Yeah, very precise. 12 to 14 points balanced. It's their job to decide the final contract based on that knowledge. Okay, so that's why the one no trumper doesn't bid again. They basically said their hand. Why say it again? You'll just raise the ante unnecessarily. Okay, so let's get started. Finding a fit, we'll just go back to that. Finding a fit and knowing how to bid game. That's the objective of bridge, as we know already from the scoring from last week. But there you go. So we try and find a mutual trump fit. That's what we're trying to do. A match, I mean, it's known as a fit, F-I-T, with partner bar the bidding. And secondly, we try and bid and make to game, which we'll look at shortly as well. Right, so this is an important number this morning. 8. Yeah, because that is what a fit is defined as in bridge. So if you've got 8 cards or more of a suit, that could be a 4 and a 4 fit, a 5 and a 3, 6 and a 2. 8 out of 13 trumps is actually a really good number to have. Okay, so whenever you've got that number 8, you want to choose that suit as trumps. So if your partner opens one heart, and you've got 4 cards support in hearts as a partner, you must support straight away. And you've got a choice of bids, which again we'll look at later. You could bid 2 hearts, you could jump to 3 hearts, or you could go straight to game with a 4 heart bid, all depending on your point count. But we'll look at that in a little while. But that's most important. That's what we call a fit. An important new word for you. Okay, so based on that information, I've opened 1 spade. Let's just look at my bid. I've got 12 or more points. Spades are my longest suit, and I've got at least 4 of them. Okay, you never bid a 3-card suit in bridge for the first time. All right, so when you bid a new suit in bridge, it always guarantees 4 cards. So what would be your bid there, do you think, as responder? I'm now opener, so I open the bidding positively. What do you bid there as my partner, do you think? What have you got, 7 points? Yeah, it's great to have Beetle as a visitor. Well, you can't bid 1 spade because I've already bid 1 spade. If you wanted to bid spades, you'd have. Oh, it's just changed to mine. Look. So really, with 6 points or more, you must make bid. I was just saying, so I've got some new beginners actually starting in Harrogate, and I was just saying, with 0 to 5 points, you very rarely bid in bridge. But it's important to bid 2 spades here. Yeah, you've got the fit, the holy grail, as you sometimes call it in the bridge world. And once you've found a fit, life is relatively straightforward in bridge because you're going to play in that suit as trumps. Good. So you bid 2 spades there, and North might pass. It might be 3 spades. It might be 4 spades, whatever. But you've shown your hand. Okay, here's another one. I've opened 1 diamond this time. Over to you with your 7 points. Must make a bid, really. 6 points or more, you really need to keep the conversation going. But what would be your best bid there? I wonder if anyone's going to fall into my trap. I have laid a trap for you. Well done, 1 spade. So South would need 4 diamonds to support partners, so bids their longest suit instead. With 6 points, it's a good idea to respond to open and keep the conversation going, just like they're doing in that Impressionist painting. What do you think, Degas? Van Gogh? No, I don't think so. Any ideas who painted that? It's fairly obscure painting, isn't it? But it looks Impressionist to me. Not that I'm at all an expert in Impressionist paintings. Monet. Oh, I know a few of them. Monet, Manet, M-A-N-E-T. Any more Impressionist paintings you can think of? Melanie thinks it's a Monet. Okay. I'm happy to go with your thoughts, Melanie. I'm not going to argue. Right. So let's play hand 1 on BBO. And South is the dealer. They've only got 10 points, so they pass. South must bid because they've got 12. But what do they open there? You could choose between 1 heart, or 1 spade, or 1 no trump. Only 1 is right. Yes. Yeah, generally open at the 1 level. No need to rush in at the 2 level. In fact, opening bids at the 2 level means something else. But we open 1 spade, yeah. I wouldn't bid anything with the West hand with modest points and no long suit. North, though, what have they got? 8 points. What do you think they might bid, if anything? Well, the first priority in bridge is to support your partner with 4 cards. Yeah, get the hand off your chest. It's a relatively easy game, bridge, when you can support with 4 cards straight away. I always use the word relative. And South, anything more for South with 12? Just say good morning to Mo, Gail, Anna, Madeleine, NJ. Debs is with us. Sue, Melanie, Anna, I said Anna already. Beatles, our visitor. Oh no, East is passing. We're talking about South here, yeah. Well, South has found the fit. They've got a minimum opener. No, they would just pass here. No point bidding on with such a minimum hand. Right. Well, I'm going to teach you something new here because that's what my job is to do. What do you think West might lead here? West is on lead. So South is declarer. They bid the spades first. Opening lead always comes to the left of declarer, as we know. So over. Oh, we're going to practice a bit of scoring as well today. I'm going to try and remember near the end, before the last trick, to ask you about the score. Well, I think you would at the moment. I've told you to lead the lowest card from the longest suit, which would be the 3 of hearts. But I'm about to tell you a little improvement on that, because there are some really good leads in bridge. Any idea what an alternative lead might be? Why didn't you have a guess, educated or otherwise? So 3 of hearts isn't the right lead here, although it's what I've been telling you to do. Any ideas what you might lead instead? Have a wild guess. Beetle knows the answer because she's done it before. Have a guess. Well, if I told you that Jack's favourite lead against a trump contract, not no trumps, is ace from ace king, which card would you now lead? That's a bit of a big clue. So it's called Jack's favourite lead, to remind you. So what might you change your lead to? Good. So only lead out an ace when you got the king as well. That's like the best lead in bridge. So it gives you a free look at the dummy and you can decide what to do next. No one's going to trump it. So, but only lead an ace with the king. You can have the queen maybe, but you must have the king to back it up. I don't like you to lead out random aces. Good. Well, thank you, partner, for the dummy. They've wished me luck in a kind of robotic way, and it's time to play. They might as well play the king. Take it whilst you can. Now, what does West do next? Do you think, having played the ace king of diamonds? Yes, but generally we switch to dummy's weakest suit. So given a choice of, I wouldn't play a diamond, so that's just going to get trumped. So generally plays the weaker suit. Yes, a heart, not a club. Yeah, I wouldn't particularly switch to a trump here. I think that's a bit dangerous. But remember, dummy is the only other 13 cards you can see. So that should give you clues. Third player play high. Win with the ace, king or queen, doesn't matter. Right. What do we do next as declarer? And just whilst you're thinking, yeah, which card should we play next from our own hand as south? And just whilst I'm on, hopefully you're enjoying the Bridge app on the phone. I haven't got my phone with me, but the Bridge app, the Apple Bridge app is a good way of playing for free against the robots. And you've got my set hands on there as well. Just press the load button in red and you can play various set hands I preloaded. And after today, you can do lesson 3. It's all about finding fit and game. And hopefully you're playing the Just Declare as well on BBO. There's other bridge programs out there as well. Fun bridge, people like. Beetle, I've forgotten Pissarro. Yeah, of course, famous impressionist. Well done. Good knowledge. I'll know next time. I think we should draw the trumps. Yes. Yeah, no, the hearts can wait. Counting them now. We should be able to start counting trumps now. This is lesson 6. We've got 9 between us. 5 and 4. The opponents have got 4. Let's hope they divide 2 and 2. Let's keep a track of that. Third player play high. They come back a heart. Partner suit. And we play the king of spades. Yeah, the high one. We don't want to lose a trick unnecessarily. And happy days. Trumps are drawn, aren't they? Best way to count trumps, really, is just to count the ones that are missing. It's easier to count to 4 than it is up to 13. So we've counted the 4 out. What do we do next, do you think? As declarer. It's always a relief, Madeleine, when trumps are drawn, because then you know that you can count your winners. Well, I think we can play the Queen of Hearts. Discarding a club. And we can play a club. Which one from the dummy? Yeah, king or the jack. Not too bothered. But they take their queen, probably cash their ace of clubs. And they have to play a diamond, but we can trump it. 2 of hearts is trumped with the 7 of spades. And we've got a surplus of winners at the end, actually. King of clubs and a couple of trumps. Oh no! I played to the last trick. I was going to ask you the score. It's rather annoying that it's automatically playing to the last trick. I might just take that off, actually. Hang on. I'm just going to... Settings. Hang on. Because it's slightly annoying. No, it's not really letting me do it at the moment. Okay, so there the score's 110. Just to recap on why it's 110. Spades are worth 30, as are hearts. So 2 lots of 30 is 60, plus 50 for the part score. Yeah, the Brucey bonus, as I like to call it. Right, so we just made 2 spades there, so that was a success for us. Let's go back to the classroom. Okay, so we've looked at finding fit. Now we're going to look to see what you need to bid up to game. So once deciders found a fit, or have 2 balanced hands together, no fit, Then we play in no trumps. We'll look at that. Then they can decide if they have enough points to bid to game. Alison, no, sorry. Sadly, we can't go back to the last hand. No, we have to move on. We haven't got time to repeat it. But you can go back and watch it in replay. I think it's the best thing for you at your own pace. And you can pause whenever you want. And there's a picture of Monopoly, of course. So let's have a look, see what game is. Well, those are the game contracts, aren't they? Just to remind you from last week, from the scoring. 3 no trumps gives you game in one go. Yeah, game is defined as 100 points or more. 4 hearts or 4 spades gives you 120. And 5 clubs or 5 diamonds, that's quite a tall order. You need to make 11 tricks out of 13. That gives you game 2. Quite hard to make 5 clubs or 5 diamonds, I would say. Right, so bidding to game. Here's another number for you. So we've got 8 points, 8 cards for the fit. Your partnership to bid game between them needs 25 or more. Roughly 2 opening hands. Okay, so there are 40 points in a pack. So 25 is above the average of that. So 25 points, that's going to be another number you'll need to remember. Will help if you download the worksheet, of course, at the end and read that. Right, so let's put the theory into practice. I've opened 1 heart. You're sitting there with 13 points. 5 clubs and 4 hearts. What is your best bid there? Not your worst bid. What would be your best bid there? Alison, but I can just tell you that what we're normally doing in most bridge hands is drawing trumps first. Yeah, we're practicing that. Yeah, drawing out the opponent's trumps. We do about 60% of the time, so it's a good habit to get into. I can tell you that now. Let's just have a quick refresher. So firstly, that's slide 13. Yes, first priority is to support partner by responding, supporting with 4 cards. And then you choose as to what level they respond to. And just remember, everyone, you need 25 points to bid to game. So there's a couple of refreshers for you. So definitely must support hearts here, not clubs. But here's the thing. Before I go on, I'll give you a get out of jail free card. I was giving one to the improvers earlier. You can have one too. Oops. Got a bit of a Monopoly theme today, actually. I wonder if you like playing Monopoly. The get out of jail is definitely support hearts, but can you bid to 4 hearts here? I've shown you 12 or more points as North. You've got 13. Would you like to change your answers? Those who've put I can read them. They all scroll down the right of my screen, of course, all your answers. Good. We can and should bid 4 hearts. Yeah, so I've got 12 minimum. I might have 14, I might have 16, I might have 18. So you add my 12 minimum to your 13, that's 25. And you've got the fit. So you can jump straight to 4 hearts. And as beginners, here's my bidding box, look. That might feel quite scary, jumping up to the 4 hearts, but it is the right thing to do. And you will get more used to doing it over the coming weeks and months when we consolidate. But this is the first time you've done it, so don't worry if you put in the wrong answer. I'm afraid, Madeline, 3 hearts though shows less points. I will tell you it shows 10 to 12. And partner could pass, you see. That's the problem, Madeline. If you know you've got the 25, you must go for it. Otherwise, if you bid 3 hearts, which would be a mistake, North could easily pass and you'll miss game. So yeah, 3 hearts shows a different point count, which we look at a little bit later. Not in this lesson, I don't think. Yes, I sometimes like to tick boxes. You probably don't like ticking boxes. I quite like it, actually. I'm a Virgo. I quite like box ticking, part of my nature. I like to be organised and planning ahead. So does South have a fit? The answer is yes. Tick. And does South know the partnership have 20 points per game? That's 2 ticks. Right, let's look at something just a little different. I've opened one no trump this time, which you will remember is 12 to 14 points with a balanced hand. What would be your best bid there with 13? Right. Just waiting for a few more answers to come in. Madeleine's given hers. Remember, bear in mind that I'm in the bar. Where's my gin and tonic? Oh, it's empty. So I'm not going to bid again as the one no trump. I'm in the bar with my drink. You have to take the bull by the horns. Problem is, if you bid 2 diamonds, I'm not going to bid again. We're going to be stuck in 2 diamonds here. You don't want to be in diamonds. It's a balanced hand. You definitely want to be in no trumps. I think that's important. But well done for those of you who jumped at 3 no trumps. Oh, look, my bar's empty. Must have been in COVID, that caption. Good, so we just do the maths. I'm not great at maths. You know, I can do basic adding up. So you assume a minimum 12 for North. You've got 13. That's 25, isn't it? Good. Whether you make it or not doesn't matter. I mean, obviously you try and make 9 tricks, but if you don't, no one minds. Let's play hand 2 on BBA. Well, I prepared earlier. And what would South open? 7, 9, 10, 13 points. So we do need to open the bidding with 12 or more. What's our opening bid there? Just waiting for the answers to come in. One heart's good. Yes, length before strength. I think you're in the hang of that now, actually, by the look of your answers. I wouldn't bid with I mean, West can bid. They're allowed to with 10 points, but I wouldn't fancy bidding 2 clubs or 2 diamonds there. You know, with only a 4-card suit. Rubbish 4-card suit as well. So pass from West. They're allowed to bid. Really, the bidding's now open to everyone with just 6 points or more. And North, though, let's focus on North. Responder, 13 points. What's their best bid? After partners opened a heart. Just think about those 2 boxes that we tick. The fit box, and then start to think about the game box. Yes, I sometimes joke that this is the lesson that all starts to make sense. But I think definitely once you've got your head round supporting with 4 cards and bidding game, It's going to be very useful for you. Yes. May feel slightly brave or very brave as a beginner jumping to 4 hearts, but it is the right thing to do. You know, 2 hearts and 3 hearts would show much less points. They still show 4 cards more, but the points would be less. And what is the opening lead from West to 4 hearts? Have we got... Oh, yes, and have I welcomed those watching in replay? I don't know if I did at the very beginning. I normally do, but certainly I am now. I know many of you watch in replay. Hello. Hope you're enjoying this lesson. And do remember, if you watch in replay, you can ask questions via the posting page on the LBO website. So obviously you can't ask questions in replay, but do feel free to ask me the odd question on the posting page where you access the replay and the worksheets. Well, we have got Jack's favourite lead, ace from ace king. Good, so that's by far the best lead. Yes, we have learned something new on the leading. Right, just thinking about drawing trumps or not. Let's play away. Might as well take their king. Noting the fall of my queen, of course. And what do they do next as West, do you think? Which card should they play? So West is on lead, donated by the gold bar. I think one thing they shouldn't do is play a spade, because that would get trumped. And I wouldn't play a heart here, a trump. No, it just helps declare. I'd slightly prefer the 4 of clubs here. Dummy's weakest suit. They're quite strong in diamonds. Right, well, I think we're ready to play. Third player play high with the 10. And what do we do at trick 2? We draw trumps, yes. There's no rush to play out the club winners yet. No, this is definitely a hand to draw trumps. So there's 4 out there. To the ace, third player play high. Counting them as we go, so 2 have gone. And the other 2 have gone. So trumps have divided 2-2. That's our lucky day. They could have been 3-1 quite easily. Now we can flush out the ace of diamonds. There it goes. And they would switch to a club. But win with the king. Queen of clubs is a winner. And we just rough a club in the dummy. I mean, the diamonds are winners as well. So we got, again, a surplus of winners here. I am going to try and remember to ask you for the score. I'm going to do that now because it auto plays the last trick. So what we're going to score for 4 hearts vulnerable. Just making 10 tricks. Let's practice our scoring from last week. So 4 hearts, just making, vulnerable as denoted by red, isn't it? White's not vulnerable. Madeleine's first in with her answer. See if you agree with her. Anyone else doing scoring? Is that it? I think maybe just be Madeleine scoring this one. I did say scoring is very much take it or leave it. And actually scoring's done online for you anyway, if you play BBA. Let's have a look. So let's just play out. Ooh, Debs has come in with an answer too. I'm still waiting for the right answer, actually. It's about to come. Here we go. Ta-da! Well, it's actually 620, not 420. So 620 is the right answer. How do we get there? Well, 4 lots of 30, because hearts worth 30 is 120, plus 500 for the vulnerable game, 620. If we were non-vulnerable, like the computer thinks we are here, it'd be 420, adding on 300 for the non-vulnerable game. So for the game's bonus, it's either 300 non-vulnerable or 500 vulnerable, denoted in red. Right. Okay, here's another little poser for you. I've opened one no trump, 12 to 14. You've got 13 points this time. 6 hearts. What's your best bid here, do you think? So thinking about the fit, first of all, do we have a fit? How many hearts do we know that North has got? Well, we know they must have at least 2 because they've got a balanced hand. Yeah, they might have 3 or 4. 2 minimum, Amanda, yeah. And then we need to think about whether we've got enough for game. So, have we got the 25 points? Yes, we have. You should bid to 4 hearts with that hand. Ticking those boxes. You've ticked the fit and you've ticked the game box. Okay, I've opened 1 spade. Over to you. 13 points. What's your best bid there? I'll be back in a second. Yes. So, I'm just waiting for the answers to come through. What would you bid with this one here? Good. Well, actually, most of you, I did set a trap for you here. The trap was to bid 4 spades. But well done. You can't support the spades yet with just 3 cards there. So you just bid longest suit at lowest level, which is 2 diamonds. Yeah. Most common, I do say that a lot when I used to supervise bridge. Bid your longest suit at the lowest level, 2 diamonds. North will always bid again. Okay, here's another one for you. I've opened a spade. You bid your longest suit, 2 diamonds. I've come back 2 hearts here. What's your best bid there with 14 points? And Jay's first up on this one. And the answer is 4 hearts. Yeah, we've located the fit second time round. Well done. Everyone's bidding 4 hearts there. We got the 25 points and we got the fit. And that's the full hand, you see. So well done, North, for bidding their hearts again. Sorry, for the first time, to show at least 4 cards there. Yeah, North basically gave South a choice of game, either in spades or hearts. And happy days for South. They found the fit, 8 cards or more, and they had the 25 points. We've still got one more hand to play, I think. Yes, we have. So let's go and do that on BBA. There we are. That's a no bid from East with only 10 points. South, what would you bid with the South point? With the South hand, 12 points. What would be your best bid there with South? Good, one no trump. One or two of you being a bit, yes, went with one club there. No, it's a balanced hand. Oh, Madeline's changed her mind. Yeah, it's the one that some beginners get wrong. The 5, 3, 3, 2. It is a balanced hand. Yeah, so I like opening one no trump, actually. Gets the hand off your chest. You don't have to bid again. You can now relax. And North, it's got 13 points. So remember, game is 3 no trumps. Yeah, that's the game. Yeah, 13 plus points, North bids, jumps to game. That's the objective of bridge, is to bid game and to try and make it. Lowest card from longest suit. Okay, so a bit of planning. Always good to plan really before playing too quickly at trick 1. So this is planning time. We thank partner for dummy. How many certain tricks have we got? Remember, it's a 3-stage plan in no trumps. Counting certain tricks, looking for extras, and the third thing we'll do in just a second. How many certain tricks have we got? Going through its suits in turn. Five, yes, ace, king of spades, ace, king of hearts, and the ace of diamonds. Well done. So 5 certain ones. Always a good thing to do. You know, sets you a bit of a target, doesn't it? So, right, I've made a plan. I wonder if you have too. Third player play high. And we're in Declare's hand as south. What do we do next, though? So glad you could join us, Beetle. Yes, that's a really good building block, this lesson. What card do we play now as south? So I'll just go through the plan, count certain tricks, look for extras. The third most important part of the plan in no trumps is to go for extras first. Okay, so go be the tortoise, not the hare. Don't be worried to lose a trick or two early on. So, nearly always in no trumps, the best thing is to get the 5-card suit going. I think I discussed this a week or two ago. I like to call 5-card. Well, yeah, what I think I told you. What do I like to call 5-card suits in no trumps? I think I mentioned it. Also quite useful in trump contracts as well. Just waiting for the answer. Yes, gold dust. I'm not sure I mentioned it. I'll write it in. So nearly always right to play on the 5-card suit, which we're going to do now. Doesn't particularly matter whether you start with the king or queen. I generally play a low one. East wins with the ace. Well, that's a good thing because it now means the king, queen, 10 are winners. What does East play back next, do you think, having won the ace of clubs? So East is on lead, and they can only see the dummy, of course. What card would they play back? Well, a little while ago, partner led a spade against her, and it's always a good thing. Nearly always, the right thing to do is to return partner's suit. They could get a bit tetchy if you don't. They won't say anything because they're too polite, but yeah, returning partner's suit because they're trying to establish their long suit before you, as declarer, establish yours. So it does mean that if West ever got in again, they've got 3 winning spade tricks. And now we're back to plan. Now we can enjoy the fruits of our labour with the clubs. Look at all those lovely length winners. Very good. We're just going for gold now. And the 9th trick is there. We're not going to make any more. So we're going to, but we should play them out. In fact, we will play them out. Yes, good practice. I'm a big fan of playing the cards out to the end, really. Especially, I think, especially for beginners and improvers. 400 for making 3 no trumps. So that's, yeah. So sorry, 100 for 3 no trumps. That's 40 plus 30 plus 30. That's 100. And 300 for the non-vulnerable game. Gives us 400. If we were vulnerable, the score would be 600. Yeah, 500 point bonus. Okay, so if you remember just 3 things. First of all, this fit is defined as 8 or more cards between the partnership. So always support your partner straight away with 4 cards in their suit. You found the fit. Secondly, new number for you as well here today. the partnership will need a minimum of 25 points to bid the game. And just a reminder there, the game contracts, which will soon become second nature to you: 3 no trumps, 4 of a major, and 5 of a minor. That's what we're trying to do in bridge: bid up to 3 no trumps, bid to 4 hearts, etc. We've played the third hand. Here's just for those who are on the bridge app, it might be a bit frustrated. How do you turn off the stop and alert? We just go to options and scroll down to help and hints there, look. Then switch from green to shaded out. So you can turn off stop. And those of you who are using the bridge app on your smartphone or tablet, I think those who don't have Apple, you can go onto the Google store and it'll be in there. I've also turned off the glossary and tip of the day because they were annoying me. You can also turn off hints as well, if the hints are annoying you. Well, we have finished a bit early, but that's the end of the show. I think we might just do one more hand, actually, because we have finished 10 minutes early. Just hang on a sec. I'm going to play another hand. Where are we? Let's have a look, see what we got. Just looking for a suitable one. That's an interesting one. Perhaps we'll do that one. So, South opens 1 spade. And what does North do with 15 points? Oh, sorry, I've zapped it. Thank you, Sue. Yeah, we're back. I'll start again. So East passes. South bids 1 spade. And what for North with 15 points? Yeah, so we've got the fit, and we've got 25 points, so straight to game. You definitely will get the hang of this when you're playing online or even face-to-face as well, of bidding straight to game with good hands. You'll get used to it. It may feel a bit, as I say, a bit bold. Okay, so this is an opening lead. Again, something we haven't quite done yet, but normally you would lead the 2 of clubs here, is what I've told you to do. But I'll tell you what other good leads are, which are slightly better. So, given that lead an ace when you got the king, you can also in bridge lead the king when you got the queen, and you can lead the queen when you got the jack. We'll be doing a leading lesson, in a few weeks' time. So, given that information, what would be the best lead from West here? Top of a sequence, we call them. Yeah. Top of touching honours. So actually your best lead here is the Queen of Hearts. So rather like when you lead the ace, promising the king, the lead of a queen in bridge promises the jack. But we'll be doing more of that at a later date. Right, well, Ace of Hearts. And what do we do next? A trick 2. We're in the dummy. Now, what do you think? Well, there has to be a really good reason not to draw trumps. Well, I can't see one here. So I wouldn't play the king of hearts. Someone might trump it if they run out of hearts. Definitely I'd draw the trumps. It's a really good habit to get into. And we've got 10 between us. So the opposition have only got 3. 2 of them have gone. Good. So now we might play the king of hearts. And let's play king of hearts. Where are we? Yeah, let's get rid of the diamond, shall we? They play their 10 of hearts, which is a winner. And play a club. Third player play high. But the rest are ours. 10 of clubs. Sorry, they're going to get... Yeah, the rest are ours. We're just playing out the winners. Winning hard. And winning trumps. Okay, just for those few who are doing the scoring this morning, what are we going to score for 4 spades plus 1 vulnerable? Good that a few of you are practicing your scoring. But as I say, it is all done online for you. So 4 spades, but we're going to make an over trick. Yeah, that's important. 4 spades plus 1. We're actually going to make 11 tricks here. And over tricks in spades are worth 30. There we go. Actually, the answer is 650. It gets my scores wrong when I transfer them over, but 650 is the score. They're 120 for 4 spades, 500 for the game bonus. That's 620, and an extra 30, the same denomination as hearts for the over trick. So 650. Right. Well, 11:57. That brings us nicely up to time.
Oh, that was a really good session, Jack. A real foundation builder.
Yeah, as Beetle said, Beetle never had that foundation when she learned bridge, so she's really pleased, to have come back and covered it.
And if you don't get things right, it doesn't matter. You just have to just keep pushing forward.
Yeah, and it's great that that's why you learn in bridge. The only way you learn is making mistakes.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So what's on next week for the class?
Hang on a second. Anna's head is spinning. Anna,
okay. Of course.
This lesson is sponsored by paracetamol.
But Anna can watch it on replay.
Well, that's it. Yeah. And I wouldn't watch it today on replay. I'd give it a day.
No.
Yeah. Give it a day or two to sink in.
Oh, that's right. And then she can
go.
rewind.
Wait till kind of Friday or Saturday and then watch it on replay. But yeah, I think really, Anna and others, it's when you start to play bridge and practice online, that's going to become easier for you, isn't it, Franny?
It does take a while, though. I mean, you just have to be patient with yourself.
Yeah, it's not going to come like clicking your fingers.
No, nothing worth having does it really?
Yeah, no. I mean, the plan is, we're going to have fun learning in these winter months. Just taking it at a nice, gentle pace. What are we doing next week? Oh, next week we're doing a review.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. So we can get the scoring cards out. Remember what gold dust is, all those things.
Jack's favourite lead. So, so we haven't done this yet, but every 5 or 6 lessons, students, we have a review. So we go back over the most important points from the last 5 or 6 weeks, which is important because, we do need to review.
But also too, Jack, when you talk about the scoring and you see the difference with vulnerability, it does make you feel a little more cautious with the bidding, doesn't it?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, with some aspects of bidding, I'd say, but not bidding game. Bidding game has no relevance to vulnerability.
No, but in other aspects, vulnerability can't it?
Can do. Oh, you're right. No, for sure, Franny. Yeah. Anne's just realised how to join the chat. And well done. Yeah, nice to have you on board, Anne, briefly, but next week you'll be very chatty, hopefully.
All right,
Sue's watching it in replay. Do also, Sue and others, read the worksheet. I would possibly advise printing it out and keeping it in a folder. But if you're saving the planet, then obviously you can keep it. Oh, I've gone blurred. Hang on.
Oops.
Speak to the hand, Franny. Apparently, if you put your hand in front of the camera, it de-blurs you.
Okay.
Oh, NJ's enjoying the worksheets, which is good. Glad you're enjoying those, NJ. Madeline still doesn't know how to get the Bridge app. Well, Madeline, depends. Are you on Apple or are you on whatever it's called, Android? We're just trying to help Madeline out. Are you on Apple? Madeline, just search. Let me just do it for you. Hang on whilst I'm there. I'll just work out what we're going to search. Hang on. I'm going to put it in. Well, I'll tell you what it is, Madeline. It's just really, I think you just put in the ACL in your search thing on your phone. Search for ACL BJ ACL BJ Bridge, I guess. Yeah. I'll just check for you, Madeline. Hang on, my phone's just up here. So go to the App Store. I've got my phone here, and I'm just going to search it in. I'm going to put in. What am I going to put in? I'm going to put in ACL BJ Bridge. See what happens.
It's a BRIJ. ACL BJ Bridge. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. BJ Bridge. I think put in BJ Bridge is probably better, actually. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so put in BJ Bridge rather than the ACL. BJ Bridge. What happens if you put in BJ Bridge Beginner? Let me just do that. We'll help Madeline out. BJ Beginner Bridge.
So in the store, it's actually under FunBridge, isn't it?
No, FunBridge is a different one. So FunBridge is
it's under that, Jack. It's the next one down.
Yes, on mine it comes up 1, 2, 3, 4. It comes up 5 down, Madeline.
Okay. Yeah.
Or maybe it comes up as Bridge, BRIJ. Let's just put that in. I can't quite remember. BRIJ. Let's do that. Yes,
Mo's saying BRIJ.
Yeah, that's a better one. That comes up quicker. Comes up at the top. Comes up as number 2. Yeah. Okay. Well, listen, I better get on.
Okay. Well, we'll say goodbye to everybody. What's happening here?
I will say goodbye and have a good week, everyone. So keep playing Bridge, yes, with the Bridge app or the Just Declare. FunBridge is good too. I think you can start for free on FunBridge. And we'll see you next week, everyone.
Okay.